everybody, and welcome to this video on geometric series. In this video, we're having a look at how to solve for n in a geometric series formula. So the formula is Sn is equal to a times 1 minus r to the power of n over 1 minus r. Now, you would notice that in this equation, the n is in the exponent, which means that we will be solving an exponential equation. Let us have a look at an example. So over here we have the example, how many terms were added to get the sum. The first thing is we identify what we need for the formula. This sum over here, that there would correspond to Sn. That's the sum of n terms. We don't know what n is, but that is Sn. The first term, we define that as A, and then our common ratio is any term divided by its previous term, so T2 divided by T1, so it's 1 over 2, which is a half. Now that we have all of those elements, we can then use the formula. So Sn is equal to A times 1 minus R n over 1 minus R. So our Sn, so we're going to substitute. Sn, we said, is 255 over 64. And that is equal to our A, which is 2, times 1 minus our R, which is a half, to the power of n. That's what we're solving for. We want to know how many terms, all over 1 minus R. So that is just substituting the values that we know into our formula. So now let us go ahead and simplify. So this here becomes 255 over 64 is equal to 2 times 1 minus a half to the power of n, all over a half. So 1 minus a half is a half. So then we continue. Our goal is to get this a half to the power of n as the subject of the equation. So let's do that. 255 over 64 and 2 divided by a half is 4 times 1 minus a half to the power of n. What we're going to do then is divide both sides by 4. So this here becomes 255 over 256 is equal to 1 minus a half to the power of n. Okay, so we're getting closer and closer, so let's subtract the 1 on both sides. So this becomes minus 1 over 256 is equal to minus a half to the power of n. We'll divide both sides by a negative, so we get we're dividing both sides by negative to get the positive, so it's 1 over 256 is equal to a half to the power of n. Now, once we have the n as a subject, we need to make the bases the same. 102.56 you can write as 2 to the power of minus 8, and a half to the power of n you can write as 2 to the power of minus n. So what we can now do is drop the bases, so we get 8 is equal to minus n, and then dividing both sides by a negative, finally we get that n is equal to 8. And that is how many terms we added to get this sum. Please take note that when we were solving this, we were solving an exponential equation. You substitute your values first, simplify, and then it boils down to an exponential equation. If it's not possible to make the bases the same, you could always use logs to solve for n as well. Please make sure that you've understood this video and watch our other videos for more information on geometric series. Thank you for watching. Bye.